Alright, yo, what's up? My name is Retro Pat, and I've been playing Magic the Gathering since 2013. I started during Theros block, and I got really serious during 2015, during Magic Origins and the Battle for Zendikar block. I am mostly a legacy player, but I've taken a break from Magic the Gathering probably for the last 5 years or so. I haven't played very much. I've dabbled here and there, playing some legacy, kind of jumping into things, but especially when it comes to Magic the Gathering Arena, which is kind of laughed at by the community and kind of memed on. But you know what? When you want to play Magic in a pinch, when you want to play Magic online, Arena has always been here. To give you an idea, the last time I played Magic the Gathering Arena specifically, I was playing, I think, green stuff and red. I was playing, like light up the stage. This was my brain dead deck. I could just come home and jam some games too. When Ginger Brute was in, is that still in standard? Ginger Brute was honestly a really funny card to play with. Light up the stage, things like Experimental Frenzy. This is a weird, interesting standard meta game that I honestly learned very little, and I kind of just jammed some brain dead games on Magic the Gathering Arena. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here to open some packs because I came back to the game and I haven't played in so long. They gave me all of these free packs. They just handed me all these, which is honestly really cool in my opinion. So kind of here to do a pack opening. I actually opened up and interact with all of these. You can see this was from 2022 all the way back. I'm sure there were older ones as well that just got auto deleted or something of the sort. But I'm actually here to open packs today, have some fun. I don't even know what cards are good, to be honest. I know that there is a Torpor Orb reprint in Outlaw to Junction. The only reason I know that is because I play that in Legacy. People know me IRL for playing Stifle Knot in every format, is the TLDR. I play Lord of Tressorhorn. Oh, Murder got a reprint. That's really cool. Apparently, since I've been away from Magic during all the Universes Beyond, and during a lot of changes. There's been a lot of changes to the game. And I don't really know about them. I don't have any opinions. I'm ready to come back to the game and try to learn things. I know this is a new type of land. Enters the battlefield, tap, lose control 2 or fewer lands. 2 or fewer other lands. That's honestly pretty cool. That's interesting, but it can't be fetched for it. It doesn't have the land types. Okay, interesting. It's honestly probably really good in standard, especially for certain decks, tempo and aggro. Probably a niche option in modern. That's probably a pretty cool. I know there's new formats as well, like historic, and I think Pioneer was sort of coming to fruition as I quit, but I don't really know much about Pioneer, and I don't know anything about really anything about historic. Deals X damage to creature. I like these. I always did love how in Magic Arena they did give you these wild cards. I thought that was a really cool mechanic, so I'm excited to see that. And if it wasn't damage to target, that's a funny. I've never seen these lands. Honestly, that's kind of cool. Humiliates target opponent was a hit long card. I don't know if I know this card. Interesting. Sorcery. 1 white and a black. Interesting. Is this just like pay X, create number of tapped? Interesting. I have to learn about, I think treasures give you mana, right? And then essence capture, counter target repel. I feel like that's familiar. Outcast, Trailblazer. I don't know what cards are good. Gonna be super honest. Add 1 mana of any color whenever the group of power to draw a card. That's a pretty cool, probably cool commander card, like fun. I don't know if there's any standard decks that would run something like that. Probably not. Is this the last? Is Outlaw Thunder Junction the same as Thunder Junction? What's the whole... Another Murder? Murder's probably solid to pick up on the online game. I'm honestly probably happy with any Murder pools. It's probably just a solid card. Target control equal damage power. If excess damage was dealt to a creature this way, its controller discards a card with the greatest mana value. That's really interesting. What a specific discard spell. We get a Mythic, Rankle, Pitless Trickster, 1 and 2 black, flying. He has lifelink and haste as long as your opponent controls no creatures. When he enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 life. Each player discards a card and sacrifices a creature. Whenever player discards a card. That's a 1/3. I can't imagine. This is probably like whatever. I honestly don't think this is that amazing. Doesn't stand out to me as that being that good of a card. So it seems like there's Outlaw Junction and then like Thunder Junction. I get all the sets confused, dude. Choose a color, add 1. That's a cool little common land. That's nice. Why not, dude? That's fun. Discards 2 cards. If you attack this turn for treasure, what do we got? Sapphire Collector. Mock Sapphire creates a token? What? Whenever you cast your second non-creature, that's wild. Okay. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, 3 conjure named Mock Sapphire into your hand. Conjure a card named Mock Sapphire into your hand. How does this work in physical play? Do you just have to have the token? A conjured card is added to the game. That is insane. It conjures a power 9. That's so interesting. Whenever you cast your second non-creature spell in a turn. That is so... This card seems wild. I guess it's funny that it's a Sapphire, so they're specifically trying to push like blue-red tempo. Dude, maybe, I don't know what's good right now in what format. I could see this being a really good blue-red tempo deck in Modern. That seems like a Modern playable card to me. Target, it gives flashback? Dude, this is reeking of like blue-red Delver in Modern. Probably way too slow for Legacy, but that's pretty interesting. I could be wrong. Maybe, I don't know. That's really interesting. That's interesting. Rooftop Assassin. Dealt damage this turn. That's pretty cool, Flash. It's only probably a fan. This card's probably insane in draft. Insane in limited. Flash, kill spell, 2/2 flying lifelink. That card probably goes bonkers. Get a mythic token. We'll take it. That card probably goes insano mode in draft, dude. Loxodon Eavesdropper. I like the name, dude. Float some jet stamp. Just so many new cards to learn. Doorkeeper Thrall, Flash, Flying, Artifact. Oh, no, I know this card. I know this. Yes, because this is a Torpor on a creature. I actually do know this card. Don't cause abilities to trigger. I play Phyrexian Dreadnought in every format. I've seen people running blue-white Phyrexian Dreadnought decks because of this card. I can't believe I came back to Magic the Gathering and I saw that Phyrexian Dreadnought is being played like 1% of decks. It actually is being recognized. That is my baby, man. I've played every variant of Stiflenought under the sun. I played Cloudform, what's it called? Sensei's Top. When that was unbanned in Legacy, I was playing Miracles. I tried Miracles, Dreadnought. I've mostly played, my favorite variant ever has been a mono blue full combo with like Lotus Petals and stuff. I played blue-red Delverknot. I've truly played every type of stuff. I've played blue-black Death Shadow Dreadnought. I've tried to play every variant. I've tried to find the best possible solution to make Phyrexian Dreadnought playable. Enters battlefield, Surveil 1. Surveil is the look. It's like the scribe you can put in the graveyard. Yeah, okay. That's pretty interesting. A rare. Interesting to see that as a rare. I guess it's like the Scrylands, right? Get a gold thing. Case of the Shattered Pact. Ansride's Rant. I love the art on this. Destroy all artifacts you don't control, then exile the top X cards of your library, X the number. You may put your card exile this one in the battlefield. That's a sick. Return it to your hand. That's a probably. Destroy all artifacts you don't control. This card is probably insane in Commander. That's a sick Commander card. Alright, what do we got? Ballistic Stalker. Magnifying Glass. I feel like I remember that card's... Yeah. Fergal Quag Nurture. I know also since I've been back to... Or like, since I've been away from Magic, rather... Commander has become like the most popular format, which in my opinion, honestly, coming back is better than Standard being like, when I played Standard was the format. Standard was like the format everybody played. It was the way you got into Magic. Dude, it makes me happy. Commander was always a great format. I always played a fair amount of Commander. Prefer Legacy, more competitive in that sense, but Commander's fantastic. I always love Commander, like whether you're playing at a really competitive table. Whenever you see someone pop a Lotus Petal, you're like, oh, this is gonna be a crazy Commander game, probably a quick one for better or for worse, right? This guy at the beginning of your end step, conjure a card named Slimy Dual Leech onto the battlefield. If you control no leeches, otherwise put a 1/1 counter on each leech you control. Sacrifice a creature at the amount of. This is a pretty cool card. This is Leech. What is this? Leech Tribal? That is interesting. Beginning of your end step, conjure a card onto the battlefield. At the beginning of your combat, this card seems insane. I mean, you're just paying 4 mana for, even just on pure power, paying 4 mana for 2 2/4s. That's pretty wild. Conjure on the battlefield. If you control no leeches, otherwise put up with a counter. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control with power 2 or less gets +1/0 and Death Touch. This is really cool. That just seems like a fun little Commander deck waiting to happen. What do we got? Concert Kaboomist? Okay, this is a crazily well-themed card. And this guy, Bubble Smuggler. Dude, some of the cards are pretty cool. Ominous Lockbox enters the battlefield. Secretly choose a number between 1 and 20. What? When an opponent casts spell with mana value, if you combat spells, you may choose an target for the copy. Ooh, this being 2 mana is interesting. If this was like a 1-drop, If this was a 1-drop, I could even see this being side. There's no way this ever gets played, right? It's too niche in Legacy, but it'd be very funny, especially if the opponent knows about it ever being sideboard. They're just gonna play around it. This is so funny to me. Like, to like possibly beat certain combo decks, but there's probably just better options. Mapping the maze. Choose an instant source from your hand or graveyard. The card perpetually incorporates blue and gains when you cast this spell. Draw a card. Wow, that's pretty interesting. All right. We have some cons packs coming up, which I'm probably the most excited for because I've just played the most cons. I played a lot of cons when that came out. I've opened a lot of cons packs. I've opened a few, I think 2 or 3 foil fetch lands in my day. I think I opened a foil Windswept Heath, Flooded Strand, and Polluted Delta at different points. Emerald Voice of the Conclave. I'm a Celestia fan. I always say I like Celestia, but I end up never playing Celestia decks, like, ever. I feel like I always end up playing blue decks, even though I really like Bant. I think in terms of color combination, Bant is probably my favorite. Draft a card from the Voice Spellbook. Are these, like, online-only cards? How do you end up playing these in IRL Magic? That is so strange. So you draft a card from one of these 9 options. Is that a thing now? Are there online only cards? Now I know a lot of these cards from the spellbook. These are actually reprinted, right? I don't know the Imperious Sword. Like Conclave Tribune, that was a card in some set. One of the probably like M15 or something. I don't know if I know that card. Locked, like, that was like an M15 card, I'm pretty sure. One of those base sets. This is definitely like a repeat. I've seen this in Commander. Expedition. Yeah, that's a card as old as time. Convoke, Overwhelm. Yeah, these cards have been reprinted a bunch with Convoke. Yep. Okay. Interesting. Nothing crazy so far, I feel like. I almost want to come back and do... I still have so many packs to open. Oh my god, I'm going to start just speeding it up. You guys are probably so bored. I'm sorry. Okay, Sultai Charm. Okay, this guy was always so bad. This guy was so bad. Okay, I know these cards. I know these cards very well. Tormenting Voice was pretty decent in draft. Canyon Lurkers was always pretty bad. Defiant Strike was honestly so good in Limited because you just cycled it and drew a card. Monastery Flying is pretty whatever. Sultai Charm is fantastic. These are some cards I can actually commentate on that I remember quite well. I played a lot of cons. Become Immense. Dude, this card was insane. This card is a big Legacy Infect card. This was one of the biggest, I feel like one of the biggest, like when this card came out, this changed Legacy Infect in a huge way. Ghostfire Blade. This card was like almost really good, I feel like. I feel like it had some crazy like opportunities, or it was almost super exciting. But I feel like it never really did too much. If I remember correctly. Heir of the Wilds, this card. Wow, this is one of the cards I played the most when I was like very new and casual. This card was just super solid. We got a fetch land. I almost didn't even notice. A Wooded Foothills. We'll take it, man. We'll always take a fetch. This is very nostalgic for me. Blossoming Sands. I played a bunch of Blossoming Sands in my day. These cards, back to cards I don't know. We'll take a token though, so I can craft the cards that I need later. Awakening. Return target artifact or non-aura enchantment from your graveyard to the battlefield. Artifact or non-aura enchantment card with counters? Interesting. Whatever. Not interested. Don't really care. I don't know what format. I know that there are more formats in Arena now, which is really exciting. So hopefully I don't have to just play standard. I probably have a bunch of older cards that hopefully are good in those different formats. I'm excited to build a deck in this game in those older formats now. A Merfolk. I actually have a lot of experience, a ton of experience playing against Merfolk in Legacy because we had I think 2 or 3 Merfolk players at my local shop growing up. Counter up to 1 targeted flash. When it enters the battlefield, target up to 1 targeted, activated, or triggered ability. If an ability of an artifact is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities. That's honestly a really interesting card. I don't think that would get played. Maybe like sideboard Legacy, but like probably not get played. It's way too much. Flash is interesting though. The countering abilities is always interesting to me. Search level base land. Enemies battle or a cave, reveal it, shuffle. This is cool, man. This is a cool little ramp. I don't know. Why not? Fun little casual ramp spell. Nice. Dude, the art on this is... Dude, David Sosbo really outdid himself. Holy shit. I don't know what starting intensity means. I don't know these new mechanics. Each player sacrifices resist spells intensity. I don't know. I don't even know how to judge whether that card is powerful or not, but it's interesting. Merfolk Tunnel Guide. This is once again the art. Danny Schwartz enters the battlefield. You get a 3-time boon when 3-time boon with. How does that mean? Whenever one or more you control explores. And that seems. I would guess that's pretty solid for 2 mana. I can't even tell. I can't even assess what's going on. High Martial Ardule. When High Martial dies, conjure a card onto the battlefield. You may transform it. If you control an enchantment named Fast, land name of Temple, instead create a 4/3. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest. These are the kind of cards I've got to like sit down and really read over and assess. Man, there's so much text on everything. So many new mechanics. Captivating Cave. Sacrifice, put 2 counters. This is kind of cool. It's whatever, a filter land, but with an extra effect. Kind of neat. Exile target creature. This is 5 mana. Probably goes, I mean, any removal, any 5 mana spell like that's probably solid in draft. Legion's Chant. Starting intensity. Return any number of creatures with total mana value X or less from your graveyard. I don't understand intensity. We'll have to learn. We got a lot to learn. Seems like Wilds of Eldraine has intensity. Unruly Catapult. I like the look of this. We got a myth. Is that mythic? Because it's like glowing. It's glowing orange or whatever. Bonus sheet. I've heard vaguely about bonus sheet cards. I don't understand how this works. You may have copy enchantment enter as a copy. That's cool. Okay, copy cards are always interesting. Okay, I love shit like this, dude. This is like blue-red tempo stuff. Okay, just a mythic token. We'll take it. Are those Lord of the Rings packs coming up too? That's crazy. That's pretty interesting. It was my first time opening those. Stab Wound. The art on this is super interesting. This card's cracked. And a lot of I'm seeing a lot of draft cards, like a lot of limited cards that would just be insane. Rough Triplets enters the battlefield if it isn't a token, creates tokens that are copies of it. What? For 6? 9 power and toughness for 6. When it dies, put a number of counters equal to its power on each creature you control. That card is, and they all have trample. Wow, that card's pretty cool. That card, that seems like one of those cards that would be sick in standard. Or it's just too much. And if the standard format's too fast, it would just never become anything. Could be really good, could be really bad. You draw a card. I like Curiosity. Yeah, this is a reprint, right? This is like a simple card. It can be fun in Commander. It's kind of whatever though. Breath Tooth, very fair balanced card, honestly, in my opinion. Choose target enchantment you control that doesn't have the same names of the permanent control. Choose target enchantment. I love enchantment support, man. I've always wanted to build I've always wanted to build Standstill, Bant Enchantress with Standstill in Legacy. I love the idea of crafting these jank decks and like making them competitive, you know. Permanent, create a token that's a copy of it, so it is legendary. If the token is an aura, untap, then scry to activate only as a sorcery. Interesting. Oh, we got a lot of packs, man. I'm gonna skip to the end there. Heir to Dragonfire. 2 mana, gets +1/+0. Reveal. Perpetually becomes a dragon, gets +3/+3 and flying. Reveal. So you activate that in your hand? That's so weird. Perpetual effects are not removed from cards that change zones. I like the Perpetual is a cool mechanic. I like that. That is really, really neat. Dark Tutelage. Oh yeah, that's sick. That's just man, what's that? Is it like similar to like Dark Confidant? This also has incredible art. Grow old together. This is wow. This is really cool. This is a beautiful. Wow, that's a really cool card. That's a very cool card. Yeah, Lord of the Rings packs are coming up. Parallel Lives. I know this is like a wow. This is like a crazy card, insane card in Commander. I know that's like a $30 card IRL or some shit. It was like 50. No, this card's insane. Yeah, this card's just nuts. This is like a token. You need this in every token green deck. That's nuts. 4 mana too as well. That's so sick. Yeah, Parallel Lives. That's a sick pool. I feel like. I don't know if it'll be relevant. I don't know what's relevant on Magic Arena. Once again, I don't know. This card, First Little Pig. Yo, this card kind of goes hard though. Exile target. That's sick. Activate only once. You don't even have to sacrifice. Usually you'd have to like sacrifice. This card kind of goes sick. Sir Joshua and Sir Saxon. Double team. Legendaries. Doesn't apply to them. Each has Battle Cry. Okay, kind of cool. Lord of the Rings packs are coming up. Impact Tremors. I love this card. Impact trimmers. I love this. I love effects like this. I love when decks like that. Second little pig. We got pig themes in this set. Beanstalk worm. Wait, this set's kind of sick. This all seems like mythical, like, what's it called? Myths. Quick study is just divination. I guess, oh no, it's divination at instant speed? That's kind of cool. I probably might get played in like standard control. Kind of interesting. Beanstalk worm. That's interesting. Second little pig perpetually becomes a boar spirit. Isn't a spirit. That's a lot of mana. That card's kind of whatever, but it's kind of interesting. Probably good and limited. I love impact trimmers, dude. That's so sick. We got more pig stuff, dude. I'm here for the pig tribal, dude. This is what Magic the Gathering needed. 3 more boars with different names. Conjure each card from 3 pigs. Oh, that's sick. I'm here for pig tribal. If I can rock pig tribal, I will, dude. Lord of the Rings packs. I'm gonna go through each of these as I really don't. I noticed some really. I haven't looked through this set very much. Glorious Gale. I know this is like the set. I feel like right now. Amass Orcs 2. That's pretty sick. There's Battlefield. The ring tempts you. I don't understand the ring mechanic. I keep seeing cards that say the ring tempts you. I don't know what that means. I don't know. As the ring tempts you, you get an emblem. The ring, if you don't have one, then your emblem gains the ability to choose a creature you control to become or remain ring bearer. I'm gonna have to look into that at some point and read more about that and process it off camera. What do we got? Barad Dur. Not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. Sorry if I totally mispronounced that. Amass Orcs X. That's kind of cool. Okay, 2 more Lord of the Rings packs. I know the One Ring is like the card that's super sick. I don't know what I'll get here. Pippin. What a nerd. What a nerd, Pippin. Int's Fury. Now we're talking. I'm an Int fan. There you go. Everything else, kind of boring. Who cares? Whatever. You know, Ent Fury. I'll take it, dude. Okay, more Ent stuff. Generous Ent. Let's go, dude. Not a good card, really. Wow, that's I mean, that probably is a bomb in limited, but once again. Can you do drafts by having packs? Should I keep some of these packs for draft? The rings tempts you. Reveal the cards. The ring goes south. I should probably check that really quick, honestly. Can you ever, like, use packs to jump into draft? Should I save some of these packs?
Doing some exploring? This is a great place for it.
You would go to... Oh my god, everything's so complicated now.
It features the latest
Find
sets.
match. How do you even find match for can you not find match for ranked or for draft? Recently played nothing. I don't even know what brawl is. Is that like I don't even know. Limited, let's see. I really just want to see if you can enter with packs, like if it's cheaper. Like that's how it is on Moto. But I don't think so. I think yeah, I don't think so. I think you have to just pay with gems or coins. Okay, just wanted to double check that. Sorry to install more time, guys. There we go. March of the Machine. I don't know anything about this set. I don't know what I done. Nothing. Volduke, Keeper of the Flame. I really like these like glass stained cards they've been doing. They did that back. Was it War of the Spark when I played for a little bit? I really enjoyed them, honestly. Like the uncommon Planeswalkers. That was like towards the end of my time playing Magic the Gathering, unfortunately, but I'm excited to hopefully come back and learn things. I love this. Is sick. Rat Shaman. Oh, I'm here for it, dude. Whenever he attacks, exile up to 1 target legendary or rat from a graveyard and copy it. Oh, this is sick. Oh, I would build this commander deck in this. That's sick. The colors as well. Graveyard Rat Shaman stuff. That's fun. That's legit just fun. What is this? It looks cool. Death's Wail. Whenever a creature becomes target of a spell. Wow, that's a pain in the ass. Just destroy it. Oh, this would be so annoying for my T-Lord deck, Lord of Tressorhorn. That would, I guess I could regenerate it, but that, oh my god, that's not good. That is not great. Not great for me. Amodi, Celebrant of Bounty. Cascade! Oh my god, it gives everything. Holy shit. That'd be a fun card to play. Probably not that good. Very fun. Karn. A new Karn. Karn creature. Power toughness equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Beginning of your upkeep, add for each artifact you control. It's 5 mana to cast. This is probably fine. I doubt this sees much play. I doubt it. I could be wrong. I doubt this sees much play. Unless you're doing some weird thing. I can't imagine. I feel like other strategies just be better. It's a cool card, though. It's a cool card. Maybe in standard it's good or something. But I doubt there's enough artifacts to make it that good. But I could be wrong. Untap target land. This is actually interesting. Choose target battle if an opponent protects it. Choose target battle if an opponent protects it. What does that mean? Remove a defense counter from otherwise put a defense counter on it. This is honestly interesting. Untap target land for 2. Judith. Oh my god. The Scourge Diva. Coming back at a good time. Whenever a non-target controls any target. That's 3 mana though. If this was 2 mana, this would just be a sick aggro card for like Rakdos aggro, like a standard format or something. But that being 3 mana, I don't know, man. A little tough. Drinker. That's pretty sick. Another bounty. Maybe I gotta play some dumb, I guess a legendary creature, some dumb cascade. That being your commander is kind of funny though. That's probably so fun. And this is probably such a damn fun commander deck. Whoever's playing this in commander, I bet you have fun, okay? Grafted Butcher. Phyrexians you control gain menace. That's funny. Okay, Phyrexian Dreadnought, you're getting menaced. You know, that's clearly what he needs to make it playable for sure. Ooh, the Freezing Flame. Giant or wizard you control dealt damage, draw a card. That's cool. Giant, and he's giant wizard type. City on Fire, 8 mana, but convoke. Triple that damage. This is cool. This is cool. It's probably not playable, but it's cool. Urn of Godfire, 2 to add 1. That's not great. Don't love that. Don't love that card. Not interested. Some Innistrad Essence Flux. I loved this card when this card came out. I ran this in a ton of wow, this card is so good in graveyard decks. I ran this in Sidisi, I think. This card's sick. This card is, I love this card. This card is actually so sick. Vessel, you mill 4 cards, and then you also get to pick any from among them. I really enjoyed this card. You may put artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. I really enjoyed this card. It was a good little cheap beamer. Grim Player. Oh, wait, no. This is Shadows over Innistrad. Okay, I know this set. I played during this. I had to think about it for a sec. I probably drafted this set a little bit. Grim Flare was really good at the time, wasn't it? Pretty sure Grim Flare was like the card in Standard at the time, or one of the ones for a little bit. I never played much with it, but I heard it was very, very good. That was cool when like graveyard decks were good in Standard for a little bit, I feel like. Homunculus, Forge Devil. These wolves, I'm pretty sure I played with them a fair bit in draft. They're kind of whatever, but just big drops like that can sometimes be nice. Mill 2 cards. Scribe. Oh, wasn't this the card that I think this was the card that there was like a strategy. If you got enough of these as an uncommon, you could mill your opponent out and limit it because it's only what, 40 cards for a draft deck, so people would do this. Yeah, and they would try to mill you out. That was, yep. Rattle Chains. Oh, this card was insane, wasn't it, when it came out? Flash. Target Spriggan's Hexproof. I'm pretty sure this card was nuts at the time. Or there was like a Rattle Chains. Weren't spirits broken at some point in Standard? I remember that being the thing. Because there was a blue-white spirit. What am I thinking of? Oh, I actually played this card at some point in T-Lord because T-Lord is a zombie, Lord of Tressorhorn. And Doom Traveler is a solid Magic the Gathering staple, I feel like, in certain decks. It's solid, it's fine. Bloodbriar is also interesting. What's the rare? Fevered Visions. This was a deck as well. Fevered Visions. Didn't this card win like a... I'm trying to think. I had a buddy. Oh, I don't want to dox names. I had a buddy IRL who I think took a Fevered Visions deck to like a big tournament. I don't think he won, but I think he either got like second place or like top 8'd, or he did really, really well. He was a really cool guy. Really cool guy. He was the definition of like just like a dad who like played Magic, but he took it really seriously still, and like he was a cool guy. Put an oil counter on MS version. Okay. Conduit of Worlds. You may play lands from your graveyard. Choose target non-land permanent card in your graveyard. If you haven't cast a spell this turn, you may cast that card. This is cool. 4 mana, artifact, green, play lands from your graveyard. This is sick. This is actually a really cool card, honestly. That's actually a sick commander card. That's a lot of fun. Okay, we got a couple packs left, fellas. Mantle. Okay. Blue Sun's Twilight. The art on this is crazy. If X is far more to copy, that's probably really bad. That card's probably really bad. Ooh, once again, sick art over here. Godolpha Cackler as well. Another land. We'll take the lands. We'll take any rare lands. All right. We're pushing through. Tezzeret's Reckoning. Eco Aberration. Flying Defender. Defender. I don't see it. They brought that mechanic back. I always liked Defender decks. I always liked that stuff. Power is 7 or greater. It can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Whenever you proliferate, then your graveyard perpetually gets put. The perpetual stuff. They are really leaning into like online mechanics. I don't know how much of this is like that might be. Is perpetual stuff doable? Like you probably have to just track. Are these playable in real life Magic? You have to just track the fuck out of it. I don't know what's like IRL stuff. Like that's so interesting to me. These perpetual effects seem like a nightmare to track. Has everyone totally ditched like D20 life, and everybody has to do like notepad and paper, or else you're trolling? Toxic 1 poison counter. Oh my goodness. Toxic, a player dealt combat damage with Toxic also gets poison counters. Oh, they brought back Infect and made it even better? Is that what I'm seeing? Return a random non-permanent with special games when you cast a spell, you get a poison counter. A random non-land permanent in that player's hand. This card seems insane. This card seems... Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I would be that monster. I would 100% play Toxic, play Infect in Standard. That would be so fun if that's at all playable. Look at more Toxic cards. Dude, if there is a Toxic deck, I'm sorry, I'm gonna play it. I'm at that point. I'm at that point in my Magic career, dude. I've always wanted to play Legacy Infect. Legacy Infect always seems so fun to me. Okay, we'll take it. A little slime. 6 packs of the Brothers War. Bunch of Mythic here. We'll do this first. Warzone Duplicator. Prototype. Too many words. Not going to worry about it. Okay, we got an OG card. Phyrexian Processor. It's cool to see these like retro frame borders. Rated X. Oh, I remember this because people would always play this in Commander and you would just pick like 30. Yeah, you would just play this in Commander. You'd pay like 30 of your life and you just create a bunch of 30/30s. That card's very cool. That card is very sick. That's honestly a problem. I don't know if Commander is in... I think there might be Commander in Arena. I love these old frames. Yeah, this guy's sick in Commander, right, as well? For like themed decks. Use a creature type. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. This figure is cool. This figure is always solid. Really, really good and limited. Hal Zealot. Hexproof from white. Hexproof from black. 1 or more knights. Draft a card. The draft mechanics mid-fight are probably so fun, honestly, in online. We'll see. Talisman? Okay, I like the borders, man. Headmaster. Beginning of your end step, you may pay 1. When you do, target artifact card in your graveyard perpetually gains. This spell costs 1 less. If it's a creature or vehicle, perpetually gains +2/+2. That could be pretty interesting. You may pay 1 at the hand. That's like control to the moon. We'll take the talisman, though. Almost done. Almost. Ornithopter. Fun fact. Ornithopter was, when I first started playing Magic, my favorite card was Ornithopter because I just thought it was so cool. The fact that it costed 0 mana, I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And Ornithopter was the first card I ever saw. I think it was like M15 it was printed, right? It was the first card that I ever saw that cost 0 mana. I loved Ornithopter. I thought this card was so freaking cool. And then just the design of it, yeah. For a while, Ornithopter was my favorite card in Magic the Gathering. But funnily enough, I never played Affinity. I never really played many Affinity decks. Ivory Tower. Oh. Interesting. It's Antiquarian. Duplicate another. Personally gains Unearth. I don't know what Unearth does, man. There's so many things. There's so many things. So many things and stuff. Boundary Inspector. Yeah, this is a sick card. This card was always sick in Commander. Piece it together. Phoenix. I think I've seen this. I don't know if it's good. I don't know. But that's everything. That is all the packs. That was a lot of packs I had to open. Don't get any coins. I have a lot of vaults. 52 commons, 49 uncommons, 16 rares, 7 mythic tokens, I assume. I got wild cards, right? Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to try to... I would love to maybe do some drafts or something in the future. Record more MTG Arena content if you guys are interested in that. It was crazy to get that many packs. It was at least really nice to return to the game and get that many packs. Like, that was super cool. I'm going to have to learn a lot. I'm going to have to hit up MTG Goldfish and check out metagames and, like, see what's playable, see what the meta looks like, because I have no idea. I'm super out of touch. So I have a lot of learning to do. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you watched until this point, thank you. That's pretty crazy. I really appreciate it. Hopefully it was entertaining background content either while you play Arena or while you do something. Kind of a fun way to enjoy something, right? I like background content myself. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos just like this one. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Arena.